Okay, good morning, everybody. I will be right with you. I just need to run upstairs and get something. So come on in. All right, I will stick that here so people know I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just getting my screen set up and my camera. Oops. There. All right. Okay, just give me a minute. Alrighty. Turn it off. Put my camera on. Okay. All right, I'm all set. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hang Out in Art. This is a live stream with a live audience where I just hang out and do some art. This is not a tutorial. I'm not teaching anything. I'm just sharing ideas with my friends here in chat, and hopefully we all get inspired. So I haven't been here in about a month. Unfortunately, I've had ulcerative colitis since I was a teenager, and my body decided to have a really bad flare when I could not go to the hospital to get it taken care of. So that's where I've been, but I'm better now. It just took a while, and I'm looking forward to doing art. In the past month, I haven't done a whole lot, but so yeah, so that's where I've been, and thanks for coming. So what's everybody been up to? Hey, Patty. Yep, I am ready to play. I was down here Sunday, got everything organized. I did a little bit of art last week, but yeah, I'm ready to get back into it, and I feel a ton better. So yeah. So how's everybody doing? So what's new? What's everybody working on? What have I missed? Anything? Hey, Joy, Lori, Kimberly, Patty. Who else did I see? I thought I saw Dorothy here. I saw Popo. I think I got everyone. Hopefully, if I missed anybody, hi. Helen's here. Helen, hope you're feeling better. She's hasn't been feeling too good lately, but all right. So what I thought I would do today is I'm gonna do some jelly plating just because I like to jelly plate and it'll be easy. I thought I'd come on for about an hour just to try to get back into it. First, let me tell you, one of the things I've been doing is I've been collecting old vintage ledgers. Let me get them out, the ones that I've gotten so far. Okay, so I am in search of the perfect ledger to do some art journaling in. So I've gotten a small one. I got this about 6 weeks ago, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'll do something fun in here. This one is really cool. Hey, Eileen. Hi, Anne. This is an old French ledger from 1921, and it's just really cool. Everything's in French. I love all the handwritten pages, but the thing is, right now, I don't know if I can bring myself to paint on this yet. But this would actually be kind of a good one because there's, it's not completely full of writing, but it's just so cool. And the fact that it's in French, what I might do, because when like 30 years ago now, we lived in Europe, I may do maybe put some pictures from there, make it more like a memory book. But so this is kind of cool. So I'm looking for something like this. It's not completely written on, and something that I can jelly plate, do art journal pages. I don't know. The fact this is 1921 and it's from France, I'm just not ready to go in and art in it yet. I did just get this one, and this is a possibility, but it's not. It's kind of coming apart. So this might be a better one to just pull pages out of and use in journals. Okay, let me catch up with chat. I think you should rip out some pages and send them to me. I do have pages that I'm going to rip out and send to people, so I just haven't gotten to that yet. But I will, Eileen. But then you have to stream if I send you pages, or at least post on your blog. Okay. All right. So this is one I just got from Brooke. But like I said, the binding, it's not in the binding, but the signatures are all together. Pages are pretty good. So this might be a good one to journal in. You know what? I'm going to fix my camera. Let's see. To turn my autofocus off. Okay. All right. Can you guys see okay? Hey, Laura. Okay. Let's see. So this one I might be able to dig into. The signatures are all intact. I feel like they're not going to fall apart. So this one, I think I may keep this one together and maybe do some art journaling in. So that's this one. And this one is from, when is this one from? September 29th, 80. That can't be 80, 90. Okay, 1990. 1890. Whoa, see, now this one's really old too. This is May 6th, 1890. And this is all done in pencil, in pen. Receive. So yeah. See, so I hesitate when they're so old. But then what else am I going to do with it? I don't really want to tear it apart. So, but these are cool. I just like looking at them. I love looking at the writing. Nobody writes like this anymore. So if I did this, I definitely have to put like clear gesso or something over it. All right. Oh, what's up with Joy? Oh, Joy, what's going on? I missed it. I'm sorry if you're not feeling. Oh, you have hurricanes. Ugh. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Good to see everybody. I just was looking back at Instagram. It's been a month since I've been on. I've popped in here and there. I have lurked and stuff, but I have done no art really in a whole month. So it's good to be back. I'm going to do some jelly plating today, just showing some of my ledgers I've been collecting. Oh, tornado on Mother's Day. Oh, I'm sorry, Joy, that you have to go through that. Okay. I know. It's early. Hey, Janice, Tori. Hi to anybody I've missed. I'm just trying to get back into it. So yeah, so this one is from 1890. So again, because it's so old, but then what else is anybody going to do with it? So this is a possibility of jumping into and doing an art journaling. Hey, Janet. Oh, I know. It's great to see everybody. I missed everybody. I missed arting. But you know what? When you don't feel good, you just don't want to do anything. So, but luckily I have good doctors. They're able to, do everything from home. So I feel much better. All right. Oh, you got 6 inches of rain yesterday, Eileen. Oh my God. It's rained here for a day, but we got a couple maybe. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the latest journal I have. I can't. Okay, when my son gets home, I'll have him carry it down for me because it's so heavy right now. I can't carry it down. But this is a ledger from 1944. It's a court docket ledger. And the pages they're about 18 inches tall and 13 inches wide. And the book itself is about 5 inches thick. The thing about this one was I got a good deal on it because the cover was damaged. And all the pages were taken out of it, I think, to put on microfilm. So this, I have no problem pulling these pages out, jelly printing, making journals, all that kind of stuff. And the thing with this one, which I was really happy with, there's about 700 pages, and there's about 800 pages that are completely blank. So that'll be fun to make some journals and do some stuff with that. But again, see the writing is just so cool. Different dates, different scripts from different people documenting all the different court cases. Some of the pages are completely full. Some, just have a little bit, so it makes it interesting. So yeah, so that's hey, Joan. So this is my new thing, working on ledger pages and jelly printing, and I'm going to try and make some different kind of journals with these and use them in my art journaling. And then, like I said, find the perfect ledger to be my art journal. This maybe, but it's so old. I don't know if I can. The French one is cool because it's in French. This one I'll definitely do something with. Oh, and then I got this actually at one of Johnny's auctions, which I love. And I think what I'm going to do with this This is like an old, thought it was an old address book, but again, it's another, just different receipts and stuff from, I can't remember when this one is from. I'm sure Johnny does, and she sells so many of these, but 1941. This is from 1941, and it's just a ledger with, people's bills and their receipts when they paid and stuff like that. But I thought what I might do with this is ICAD Index Card a Day is coming up in June and July. So I may do something with this. Maybe journal, do some index cards on some of these pages, or do index cards separately and incorporate them in here. It'll just be a cool place to keep all my index cards on my desk. So yeah, so that's my new thing I've been into. All right, let me look at Chad, right, the former CEO of Michael sold this Pokemon. Oh, there you go, Eileen. The former CEO of Michael's sold this mansion in Boca. Oh, you do have 2 ledgers? I'll have to take a look at them, Johnny. Would they be good ones to art journal in? I'll have to take a look at them. I'm like looking for the perfect one. Okay, so Eileen wants to do the ICAD. Who's all going to work on the ICAD this year? Anyone else doing index card a day? It's kind of fun. I've done it before. Yeah, and I might do it, and then I think I am going to do it and then put them in here, because that'll be kind of a fun place to display them. I'll have to get them set up. I've got some bigger index cards I could probably cut down. So yeah, we could do that, and it'll be fun because we could all post it and see what everybody's doing. And now when I do it, if I miss a day, I miss a day. You can always go back, just don't put pressure on yourself to get it done. All right. Alrighty, so, all right, I'm going to put these up to the side. I am going to start out just doing some papers, and then I'm going to do some jelly prints on here, and I'm going to try to, I think what I might do is, how you fold a zine and make a book out of it? I'm going to jelly print one of these and then fold it up like a zine and make a little journal out of it. What size are the ICADs? Well, what size is a index card? A normal index card is 3x5, but you can get index cards in all different sizes. So it's probably whatever size index card you want to use, but I think traditionally they're 3x5. Kimberly, you need to post a picture. Kimberly's at 1,000 index cards a day, and she has the cutest wooden box that she keeps all hers in. You need to post that now on Instagram, because you haven't posted on Instagram yet with that. So I would think any size. I mean, yeah, traditionally it's 3x5, but I have some that are 4x6, 3x5. I have teeny tiny ones. So I would say whatever size you want to do. So, yeah, Kimberly, go to Instagram and post a picture of your index cards, and then we can all go look at them. I'll bring it up on my phone. Okay, so I am going to just jump in and start throwing paint and see what happens. Oh, here's one more thing I wanted to show you too. I follow Tracy Weinzapfel. She has a group. It's called My Art Journey, and she paints backgrounds, and she does jelly prints and then doodles and draws on top of those. So I was going through my stuff. I found this old journal. These are some of my first jelly prints. Will they fit in a regular Rolodex? It depends on the Rolodex, Eileen. If it has sides, it might. Or you could, another thing, instead of using, you could cut them down to fit in the Rolodex, or instead of doing an index card, you could do a Rolodex card a day. What would that be? IRAD? You could do an IRAD instead of an ICAD. So depending, okay. Oh, Johnny's going to do a junk journal destash soon. Okay, okay, Rolodex. Okay, but see, it depends because there are some Rolodex. I have an old Rolodex that doesn't have sides. So I actually do have some index cards in here. So it just depends. It just depends. And I think the memory decks may not have sides. So see, I do have the Rolodex cards, but then I do have like some index cards and some bigger cards. So it just depends. But the traditional Rolodex with the sides, you can't, because then they won't fit. But you can always cut them down to fit in there if you wanted to. Okay, so anyway, I get sidetracked there. Oh, you could add a tab. That's a good idea, Janet. You could put a little tab at the bottom and then it would stick, you have it stick up over the sides. Huh. Okay, so anyway, I went through and found this old journal. This is completely full of some of my original jelly prints. I'm not going to bore you and page through it one by one. But what Tracy Weinsaffel does is she does backgrounds and she does jelly prints, and then she draws or doodles on top of them. So I thought, since I have this book completely full of jelly prints, and I've got all my Poscas, they'd be perfect for drawing. I've done a couple pages. Where's the other one? Here, I've done this one too. So I'm going to use this and start doing some more drawing and stuff like that with my Poscas. But yeah, but I had forgotten about this, and it's actually good for inspiration because there were some colors and stuff that I want to try. There's some stuff I want to try to replicate, and just some cool, like this. I love these colors in here. So I think today I'm going to try to get that pretty green, the blue, and the purple, and see if I can do get some good jelly prints. And then there were stencils and stuff I forgot I had in here. I thought these were kind of cool. And then there's also, where is it? It's a big grid thing that I have. This is actually a stencil that I made like 8 years, whenever jelly plates came out. I had made some of these are stencils that I made, but it's just kind of fun to use for inspiration and to get ideas and stuff like that. Where is it? There's a grid thing that I bought that just makes really cool jelly. Oh, here, this. I want to pull this out too and do some stuff with that. I thought this might be fun on those big ledger pages too. So I did do, but I did get to look at my Poscas and they made me happy. So, but yeah. So anyway, so go back and look at your old stuff for inspiration, or all those jelly prints you have, and use them in your art. Doodle on top of them, rip them apart for collage. I have another book where I've actually ripped out old jelly prints and tore them up and used them for collage. So yeah. Okay, Jersey. Okay, Jersey, it was good seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so I've got my metallic paints What kind of paper in that journal? Yes, it is. This is a Blick drawing journal. It's 8 by 10, 80-pound weight. So it's a Blick drawing. I think the paper is a little bit, it's 80 pounds, so it might be a little bit thinner than the mixed media pad, but it's a perfect weight for Gelli printing. And what I like about this size, because when I did this, I had my 8 by 10, and it would even work on the 11 by 14. What I did was I had my Gelli plate down here, filled it up with paint, just put it down and let it dry. I think I had a whole system going. So while that one was drying, I went over here and did this. Once these dried, you can do both sides. You just put it down in the plate, pick it up. So it's a good size. It's an 8 by 10. It's a good size to work with. So, okay, Lori says she has an inexpensive mixed media pad. Yeah, and you know what? I use all different papers. And today when I start out, I'm not gonna print on my ledger paper. I'm gonna use some other papers. I've got newsprint and other papers I've cut up just to play with. Don't use, save the good papers for when you're ready to do a good print. But yeah, any kind of paper, and it's fun to work with. I like using rice paper. I like using thin tracing paper just to see how stuff comes out. So today I've got my metallics, I got my color shifts, and then I'm going to get my matte paints because I like the contrast between matte and metallic. So let's see. Let me put those off to the side. All right. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to try that purple, blue, and green. And then you guys can throw out colors too once I get started. But all right. So these over here. Let me get my papers. I have a whole bunch of papers. Here. I've just got, let's start out with these are just some newsprint I cut up, and I've got a folder which I'll use to do my brayer. All right. Oh man, it's fun. Actually, those have been really good. All right, this over here, my brayer. Get a couple brayers out. What theme? All right, so what's everybody been doing? Anybody bought anything or worked on anything fun? I saw Colleen won. Karen Tamar, she's one of the people that do the hops on Saturday, and she had a contest through Joggles with she had people make interactive journals and post them, and Colleen, the scrap chick, was the winner. She made an awesome interactive journal that was a moon theme. It was a journal that from Joggles. Go to her Instagram page and Twitter, and I think on Instagram she has a flip of her journal that she did, but go check it out because it is awesome. It is really cool. So, hey, Brooke. Yeah, I'm Gelli plating. I figured that's a good thing to start back with. No pressure, just throw some paint. I know, hooray for Colleen. I mean, I'm just really happy for her. She loves to art. And that journal she made was awesome. Okay. All right. So I know, right, Eileen? I know. Scrap chicken joggles. Hopefully they'll notice. Yeah, I was wondering what she won. I don't know what she won, but I'm sure it was something fun. I know she is getting really good, Lori. I know. All right. All right. So what did I say I was going to do? I was going to try that purple. So I've got some with okay, so here's the purple. And I've got a mixture. I have Paper Artsy, and I've got some, I went and did a curbside at Dick Blick. I went and got some of the Dick Blick matte acrylic paints, which I had done a class about a year ago with Kelly Kilmer, and she used these, and I really like them. And I also like the Paper Artsy matte finish paints, and looking at them both, the colors are all different. All right, so what did I say? Purple, green, and a blue. All right. All right, so let's see. Let's see, who else is here? Hey, CB. Oh, CB, you have to go back. Go back to the beginning later. I showed my journals. I've got 4 now. And I'm gonna jelly print on my latest one, the one with the huge pages. What are must-haves from Blick's? I like their matte paint, Patty. They carry like Goldens, Liquitex. Their name brand, I think, is really good quality. They have everything at Blick's. They've got good paper. They have all the mediums. They have inks. They have jelly plates. They do have a couple stencils, but it varies by store. They don't have that many. I know that you were looking for stencils. So Patty is actually a friend of mine who we were in an art group together. So that's how Patty knows about my streams. And we have not been able to art for 2 months. So everybody in our group, I think, is getting antsy to get back together because we usually meet twice a month. And it's a great group of ladies. And we just have fun. It's like what we do here, but we're in person. We just hang out, we art, share ideas. Right, Janet. And also, who else? Gabrielle. Hey, Patty, have you heard from Gabrielle? I haven't seen her around online, and I haven't seen her in the emails either. So I wonder how she's doing. And then also Linda Morell has taken, she's come down to Scrappy Sheep Chic. She also lives in Michigan, and she's come to our art group too. So it's kind of fun. And Linda and Gabrielle actually had followed people, and I didn't even realize who they were until, we had been in a couple groups together and figured out that they were who they were online. So that's always kind of fun. People you meet online. Okay, the only thing I have to say about the Blick paints, the containers are thick. So it's like, see how the Paper Artsy, you can just squeeze them. Hey, Shelly. See the Paper Artsy, you just squeeze and it comes out. The containers on the Blick don't squeeze real easy, but I do like the paint and the colors, so I guess it'll be worth it. We'll see. All right, so let's see what we get here. I figure it'll be good to start out jelly printing. You can't mess that up. Okay. Oh, Lori. You're so funny. All right. Okay, well, at least that's that mud. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Let's just do this. Let me grab some stencils. Grab some stencils to throw down. Yeah, Brooke, I've been, you have been having fun with your jelly plate. I did see yours. Okay, let's put this down here. I saw you finished your creepy baby page finally. It turned out good. All right. Yeah. All right. So what do I usually, and that kind of, all right. So I got the paint too mixed up. This is why I just start on scrap paper. Ooh. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Let's get some other colors. These here. Let's get something brighter. Let's mix up some metallics. Oh, here's a brighter purple. And let's do this. All right. And let's kind of keep them separate. Hey, Matt. Did I get this month? No, I haven't gotten my stencils yet. I saw a picture of them, and they're kind of cute. I don't. The big one is ones that are all separate. Is it ones that you cut up? All right, let's keep these separate this time and see what happens. What Eileen's talking about is we're in the Stencil Girl Club, and every month we get our stencils, and I love them. I love them because they're ones some of them I'd never pick out myself. Even if I don't use them right away, eventually I've ended up using almost all of them, I think. And there's some are from Mary Beth Shaw that she designs. Some are from other designers. Hey, has anybody watched her live streams she's had on Friday night? She had Seth Apter a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty good. He was showing some of his stuff. Okay, Eileen got hers yesterday. I liked the smaller ones. The big one looked like one you could cut up, I think. But anyway, Mary Beth Shaw streams. I think she's been streaming on Friday nights, and once in a while she has Seth Apter on. And that's always fun. Okay, so now let's keep these separate and see what happens. All right. Yeah, and it takes a while to kind of get back, figure out what you want to do, what your process is. I tend to put more than one color of paint on at a time. Some people put one color of paint and stencils, lots of layers. I kind of like to put a couple colors of paint, and I like to mix up matte finish and metallic shiny finish. I want to throw a little bit of green on here. Like I said, these are just, I'm not sure about the containers, but I love the paint and the colors here. So I just kind of throw that on. All right. Let's get, do this here. All right, I'm not going to leave this on too long because it's kind of humid and this paper soaks up the paint and it feels like it would stick. So I don't want to. Okay, so see how you've got the shiny and the matte kind of offsets each other. Janet used some of her embossing folders. Oh, you did jelly plating yesterday, Janet? I'll have to watch. Oh, Eileen got you to take out your embossing folders. They did come out pretty good, and I hate to admit you were right. I know, Janet. I know. Eileen comes up with these crazy ideas, and we're all like, what? But you know what? They work. For whatever reason, they always turn out. The same with the pick 3. No matter what, or the blind 3, no matter what colors you pick, they turn out. It's just crazy. All right, let's just add some stuff to here, see what happens. Oh, Brooke's getting her plate out. Good. Get your plate out, Brooke. I know. To me, this is a great way. Like if you've been away from your art room for a while, find something you just really, that's easy and a no-brainer, and it'll just help you get back into it. So what I do, I usually don't have a plan when I jelly print, because if you have a plan, you will always be disappointed because it never turns out how you want it to. All right, so what I do with these, I just keep layering my patterns, colors. Oh, get that plate out. Don't resist. Okay, Kimberly said you'll have to see the dog Mary did this morning with crayons. Oh, Mary was doing dogs. I'll have to go look. Mary streams so early. I do try and catch some of her recordings, though. Okay. Okay, these are okay. This one, I like this. I like the color on this is pretty bright. All right, so now I'm just gonna do, let's see. I'm just gonna pick 3. Pick 3 right here. All right, silver, pink, oh, gold rush. Looks kind of gross, but all right. Let's do just a little bit of that. What's this? Red medium. Oh, I've got to take these are all new, so I have to take the top. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Let me get this through here. So, Janet, what else did you do on your jelly plate yesterday? Anything else interesting besides the embossing plates? Oh, you know what I am going to do? Brooke, I had seen you had said you used your Posca pens on your jelly plate. I will try that. I want to try that and see how it turns out. I'll do that next. Okay. And metallic nickel. Craft Smart Metallics. Oh, so let's see. Was it? I probably was coming in. Okay, yeah. Hello to everybody who's come in. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Oops. Okay, this is pretty. I like this deep red. This gold, we're just going to keep up in the corner here. Although mix it, it's not bad. Oh, it's not bad mixed with that. Okay. Let's do... Okay, so I like to use my brayer to kind of make little marky things in here. You can either smooth it out or you can do stuff like that. Let's see how that... There. Oh, what are you gonna? You're gonna turn what, your jelly prints into iCads, Janet? That's a good idea. I'll have to go back and watch the video and see what you did. No, Stevie, I'm just scared of her. Oh, Eileen. Oh, you're not, Janet. We just tell her we are. All right, so let's see how this came up. Okay, not too bad. I mean, you know, the colors weren't that great, but, you know, it'll make a good background. You can fix this up with, let's see. Let's get a stencil. Let's get copper. Let's get some copper. I know, who would have thought that was silver, this kind of yucky gold. That was these three colors. All right, let me kind of pretty this up a bit. It's actually not bad. Actually not too bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, Janet. Yeah, that's fun. They give you a prompt a day. You do a little iCat card. It takes 5 minutes. It's fun. What can we do? Let's see. Oh, here. Let's do, all right. So now I'm just going to put some copper and let's do a little bit of dragonfly glaze just to spritz it up a bit. Ooh, forgot that comes out white. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Ooh, that's a lot of paint. That is a lot of paint. Which is okay though, because I kind of wanna make sure that goes through that stencil. All right, I think the dragonfly glaze really liquefied it. So I don't know why the paint's not catching to the, all right, let's get this on here really quick. Let's do this. And this goes here. Hey, Nana, good to see you. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Like I said, it's been, when I checked today, it had been a whole month since I've streamed. So thanks for coming back and keeping me company. Okay. Hopefully this pops a little bit and doesn't blend in with my background. That's not too bad. Not too bad. All right, that kind of saved that. Let's put this down on the back. Okay, so I just took this, rolled it down, and there we go. So I've got another one to start out with. More turquoise. Okay. What I'm going to do... I think let's just do some of that. Pick up some of this. Pick up some of the wet stuff on here. And then let's get, well, maybe. All right, yeah, this is, I do like the stencil. This is from Stencil Girl Club. And the thing is, if you join Stencil Girl Club now, you can go back and get the previous month's stencils, which is always fun. Okay. Someone said turquoise. Here, you know what? I'm going to use, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right. I'm going to use, okay, Helen's going to get more tea. It's good to see you back, Helen. I was worried about you. Helen also did not feel good for a while. I don't know if you guys knew that. So it's good to see her back. This is Golden's Teal. And I kind of like using the Goldens to do cleanup prints. For me, anyway. I know it doesn't always work for everybody. They seem to pick up pretty good. So let's get this. All right, I want to make sure this is a really thin layer. Okay, I'm going to see how this comes up. I might use part of this on my ledger page. We'll have to see, because I want my ledger page to be all different colors and prints for when I make the book out of it. All right. Let's see. Hopefully. Hey, Scooby. Good to see you. Hey, Kimberly, did you post a picture of your box of iCads on Instagram? If you did, I'll go look at it and show it, because it's cool. It's just a yummy box of cards. Let's see. Now, some people, when they're doing cleanup prints and stuff like that, they make sure everything's dry underneath. Sometimes I just put the paint over the wet paint and do a pull. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. You know, I think it's the paper. That's kind of cool. Oh, there you go. See the shiny? See how that shiny pops off the mat? That's the look that I like. Okay, I am going to take, where's my big ledger paper? here it is. All right, let's use this sheet. Okay, here's CB. This is a page from the new book I got. 18 inches tall, 13 inches wide. 700 pages. And this paper is nice and thick. Oh, you don't know how to tag it. That's okay. Just put it on there now. It should show up, or I can look you up. Okay. All right. So I want to put this on part of my sheet. And then pull it up. Okay, cool. See, I think, all right. So depending on what kind of paper you use, I don't know if you can tell a difference. I'm gonna need to adjust my lighting here because this lighting's kind of, see how it's a little duller on here? And then this paper is newsprint and it really soaks up the paint. This is a smoother paper and I like how this sits on this paper better. Okay. Oh, I know. CB, I'm so disappointed in Joan about the retreat. I was really looking forward to meeting you guys and arting with you and just having fun. But hopefully next year we'll be able to do it. Yeah, Patty does a retreat every year, Brooke, in Maryland. And I was going to go this year for the first time. Some of the ladies, CB's gone since the beginning. What is this? This was going to be the 5th or 6th year. Joan comes from England. She's gone a few years in a row. It's everybody who goes seems to have a great time. Okay, I'm going to do some more prints on my cardstock. When I started jelly printing, I watched Patty Tully Parrish. She uses Staples 110 cardstock. So that's my go-to paper for jelly printing. It just makes a nice jelly print. It is thicker, so it's not great for collaging, but it is nice if you want to make journals out of it. It's a nice thick paper and it takes a nice print. Okay. All right. What should I do? Any requests for colors? If not, I'm just going to go in and do 3 or 2. All right, I'm going to check. I am going to check Instagram. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to put this up on a screen because this is worth, try some magicals. Oh, Eileen. Eileen, I thought I'd get out of here without you saying magicals. Do you know that I used magicals like 6 weeks ago and I was cleaning them up Sunday off my desk still. All right, let me get this picture of Kimberly's iCAD cards. And then I'll get some magicals. Ugh. How about it? Okay, how about instead of magicals, I use infusions because I have these right here. They're just as messy. In fact, I want to order, I have 5 infusions. And I think I want to order some more. How does that sound, Eileen? Infusions instead of magicals? All right, and let me Let me get this picture of Kimberly's thing up because it's really cute. It's worth taking a minute to look at. Instagram. Okay. All right. Now, share screen. Okay. All right. Okay, here is, look at that. Those, if this isn't incentive to do an index card a day, I don't know what is. Look at all those yummy cards in there. Yeah, magicals are similar to color bursts. Infusions are similar to magicals and color bursts, but they have walnut stain in them. Look at all those. You need to do a flip of some of your, are those 3 boxes of iKick? Do all those have index cards in them, those 3 crates, or just the top one? Hey, Galena. Janice, anybody else I missed? Okay, magicals are permanent, but the others, I will do a flip though. Okay, we're gonna hold you to that. Kimberly said she's gonna do a flip when she hits 1,000. That'll be cool. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of eye candy to show you guys. All right, stop screen share. Okay, so, all right, I'm gonna use infusions. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Before I do the infusions, I'm going to do, I want to do the Poscas. I'm going to do the Poscas on, all right. Okay, hey, happy day. Oh my God. You know what? I read that somewhere. Was it on Instagram or in a stream or something that every time your husband walks in, Janet's yelling at Eileen and he feels sorry for Eileen? Oh, if he only knew, right? That's so funny. We love Eileen. Okay. So these are the big Poscas, which I love for mark making. So what I would do, this is what I would do after I jelly print. I would take Poscas and do different marks on them. Let those dry for a minute. They're kind of beating up, but her husband knows the truth. No. Try your alcohol markers too. Do I have any? I don't even know if I have any alcohol markers. I'm sure I do, but I don't use them a whole lot if I do. But here's what I normally do with my Poscas is I go back, and since they're acrylic, they go right over my stuff. I'm gonna just do fun stuff. I mean, they go really nice over the acrylic paint, and you don't have to worry about ruining them. The tips are sturdy, but they're just fun. They're fun for doodling, and I love my Poscas. What can I say? I use them all the time. I doodle with them. I use them in my art journaling. I use them in my gel prints. And now, let's see. Hey, Teresa. All right. Here I'm going to do some of my, what I just call my scribble scrabble. I usually listen to a song, or while people are talking on a stream, I'll just kind of scribble down what they're saying, but you can't really write it. Or I just make scribble scrabble lines. Let's try a different one. Let's try a little bit thicker black one and see how that turns out. Here, I'll do this. Hello. There. Hello. Okay, just to see how that. All right. So we'll let this dry. Put the top back on these. I love this big, thick one. Okay. All right. Well, this is drying. I don't know if I showed you this. Before the quarantine, I had taken a class from Ingrid Dickers. And it was a class where there were, I'm trying to think, 8 people in the class. And she laid out 8 different rolls, or we each got a big long roll of paper. And then we all laid out our rolls of paper on these big long tables. And we went through, and everybody did mark making on all the papers. And then afterwards, yeah, the print will be backwards, but I don't care. I can't read it anyway. Okay, so everybody, it was an interactive class. Everybody had this big long roll of paper. We laid out our papers. Everybody did mark making. We had paint, brushes, things, stamps, all kinds of stuff. We went and did marks on everybody's paper. Then when we were all done, we took our paper and then we did our own mark making on it. We sewed on it. I actually sewed on my papers, and then we cut them down into journals. And I can't remember the name of the class. It was, the whole thing was the symbol where everything keeps going. I can't remember the name of the class, but this is the journal that we ended up with, which is just, this is the joint effort of everybody in the class. And it was kind of fun. And I did here, I did my scribble scrabble on here. And it was just really a fun class. But I can't remember. I don't know if I showed this to you before I wasn't here for a month. But this was right before the quarantine. And it was just the Enzo class. It was called the Enzo class because this Enzo is this circle sign where we had to make for the cover. We had to put these circles in, but they're not supposed to connect. But that's why you see the circles through the whole book. But this is just a compilation of the 8 people in the class. It's a little bit of everybody. So, but it was fun. And I was proud of myself because I actually sewed. This is my sewing on a sewing machine, which some of you don't know, I do not get along with sewing machines. So yeah, so I just showed, this is just something to show you while the Posca dries on my plate. So yeah, but I just thought this was a neat idea because it's, everybody in the class participated. So yeah, it was just kind of fun. And then we made covers, showed us how to make the book. It was a fun class. So, all right, this should be dry. And, all right, let's just do a light, I don't want to do heavy cream. What should we? What color should I pull it up with? Here, let's do yellow. I'm going to do this Golden's yellow. It should show up with this. If I can get this. I have no nails. I have no nails, but they are starting to grow back. They look pretty sad for a while. Okay, here we go. All right, what did I miss? Sorry if I missed anything in chat, guys. Brooke's yelling again, that's fine. Don't forget to hit the phone. Oh, thank you. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, Brooke, you said this would work, so. Hey, Brooke, we'll have to jelly print again. I had fun that day jelly printing with you. It was fun. And hopefully Colleen will come back soon because I miss my buddy. I miss my partner. And okay, so you don't want to put too much, you don't want to roll too much because then you'll start getting all the paint up. Okay. Shoot. I know, it was fun, wasn't it? Brooke is as bad as Janet with her yelling. Well, I'm not saying anything. Brooke has been jelly plating ever since. I know. Have you been? You've been a long time jelly printer, Brooke. I have too. I got one right when they came out. I got one. I don't know what I did here. Well, I know what I did. I rolled too much. Let's see if I can. Okay, here. All right, when the paint starts coming up, it means stop rolling. Okay, there. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's add some here. I'm going to bring this up. I had since they first came out. I know. And do you remember, Brooke, when they first came out, there was nobody, no one was videoing jelly printing. The only people I could find was Paula, who I think Paula was also on this morning. I used to watch her, and I used to watch Patty Tully Parrish. Those were the only two people that jelly plated. And we have a big, it's called the Mega Meet. It's a big scrapbook convention, which is kind of turned into a mixed media convention. And Ranger was there. And I remember going up to Tim Holtz and saying, oh, do you jelly plate, or what are some good stencils for jelly prints? He had no idea what I was talking about. And now, Ranger has their own line of jelly plates. But when they first came out, there were not many people jelly printing. And I think maybe Julie Faye Finbalzer had one. She had one, and maybe Christine Urias, who had the podcast. But it was hard to find people that streamed that did jelly printing. Okay, let's see. Is this going to come out? Let's see. Ooh, some of it did, yep. I know. Who else was there? It was Patty, Paula, Julie Faye Finbalzer, and I can't remember. Cool. Okay, so the Poscas lift up. I like that. Okay, let's see how this turned out. Okay, going to get. Oh, fun, Jersey. You're going to take a trip out of the house? I did that the other day with Jack. This was our big trip out. We went and got. Oh, Jack went with me to Dick Blick's, and then we stopped at Starbucks, and he had a puppuccino. He hadn't had a puppuccino in 2 months. So that was my fun day out with Jack. It was really nice too. It was on Friday. Have fun, Laura. Enjoy the nice weather. Okay, let's see. Ooh, oh wow, everything came off on this one. That is a good cleanup print. Okay, look at that. All right, so if you're gonna write backwards if you want people to be able to see what it says. So the Poscas work good. The Poscas work good on the Gelli print and getting them up. Okay, I'll have to play with that. Thanks, Brooke, for doing that. I'm sure eventually I would have done it. I just hadn't thought of it. Oh yeah, go through Starbucks. I know that I hadn't had Starbucks in 2 months. It tasted so good. All right, because mine closed. I didn't want to drive 5 miles to one, so. All right. Good idea. Good idea. Posca's on the Gelli plate. You know what you could do? Okay, here. Let me find a stencil. You could, I mean, if you wanted to. I guess you could go and like trace around your stencil. That'd be kind of tedious. But you could, if you wanted to, trace your stencil with your Posca. Let it dry and then lift it up. I don't know if I really want to do that. It's kind of boring. Yeah, ours were closed, but now things in Michigan, as bad as it was here, are, they're like, oh, Michigan, they can't do anything. They're like things are slowly opening up. Last week, the Starbucks opened. This week, like all the factory workers and stuff are going back to work. Next week, all the office workers are going to start heading back. And then after that, hopefully the hair salons will open up. So they're just being cautious, which I'm glad, because the big thing, I wasn't here for 4 weeks because I didn't feel good. And normally I would have gone to the emergency room probably. But it was something, it wasn't a life-threatening thing. It would have helped if I could have gone in, but they did not want me at the hospital. And just in my hospital, my local hospital, I live outside of Detroit, we had 50 people on ventilators. That's a lot of people to have on ventilators. So, they're not messing around, but things are starting to open. They're doing it slow. So, all that stuff you hear, everyone's being careful. That's all you can do. Just be careful, be smart, and things will get back. So, but you do have to take it seriously. All right, let's let this dry. Hey, Bootsy, good to see you. Oh yeah, the puppuccino, it's free, and they fill a little cup with whipped cream for your dog. And Jack loves it. As soon as he sees we're in the Starbucks line, he has got his head out the window. And hey, Colleen, he has got his head out the window, and he's drooling because he knows he's going to get his puppuccino. All right. So you could, all right, let's get fancy here. Let's get a different color. Let's get bright blue. get fancy. I'm just kind of messing around here, guys. This is Brooke does that in the Starbucks. You drool, Brooke. I think I was, you know what, Brooke? I may have been drooling a little bit myself, I have to admit. Especially after not having my upside down latte in a couple months. Yeah, the bad thing is though with Jack, he knows like if I go to if I drive through Walgreens to pick up prescriptions, he knows they have treats for him. When we go to Culver's, they give him ice cream. So if we go somewhere that doesn't have anything for dogs, he's like, hey, he barks at him. He's like, where's my food? He like expects it. It's kind of funny. All right. Oh, I know it is. It is now finally it's Frappuccino season. I don't do Frappuccinos when it's cold, but I love a Frappuccino. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, should I do something goofy like a color shift? I'll do like a green color shift and see what. It looks like an ice cream. Oh, it does look like an ice cream cone. Oh, and that was another thing. Our local ice cream place opened up, which is fun. They also do little doggy treats too, so another place we can stop. Okay, hi Laura, it's windy by you. Crazy here. Oh no, Roy. That's pretty windy. Roy, where are you? I know it's not so windy now. We've just had a ton of rain the past 24 hours. Hey, Sandra. Hey, hi to anybody who's come in and I didn't see you. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's draw. All right, you know what? I'm just going to, don't freak out. I'm using my heat gun far away. I'm not gonna start my plate on fire, but I do want it to dry. Hey, Dorinda. There's another Michigander. Oh, Eileen only goes to Starbucks. She's the pumpkin spice coffee girl. Hey, Dorinda, did it stop raining by you yet? I know. I looked outside. Everything is so green here. It's so pretty. Ooh, I wonder. I can't wait to see Kathy Arbor, what her garden looks like. It's really windy. Our wind, I'm trying to, it's still a little bit windy. Not as bad as it was, though. What did Roy say? We're still on lockdown. Yeah, we're on lockdown too, but things are slowly opening. We've got curbside at a lot of places. Some of the factory workers, like, because I live in Detroit area, so we've got all the auto workers. They're going back this week, and then everybody else is going back next week. So. Yeah, it is a good idea to, you know what, just cut, if you do jelly prints, just cut them to 3x5. Just cut them, like, see this one, I can cut this down to whatever size I'm doing, and there's my background for an iCad. Or if you don't know what to do one day, just cut up a jelly plate into 3x5, you're done. Put a date on it, write a word on it, slap a saying on it. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, they are bootsy. Well, because all the daycare is closed, so and it's really, hopefully they figure everything out. But it's taken a toll. Okay. All right, this isn't completely dry, but oh well. All right, so what did I say I was going to do? I'm going to do a color shift. I'm going to do a color. I must have one of these open. Here now. Here. This one's open. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, some of the yellow wasn't completely dry. Oh well. Oh well. None of this is being sold, so don't worry about it. It's not going to be hanging on any walls. So this has just been fun today, kind of just getting back into it. That was a lot of paint. Whew, that was a lot of paint. So just kind of lightly try to get the extra paint up if you can, because you want the paint to catch. I think this color shift and glaze stuff is more thin. I don't want to say wet, because all paint is wet, I guess, but it seems to be kind of thin. So, God, a little bit goes a long way. Look at this. It's just like, it's even beating up on here. Let's see if I can, wow. Okay, here we go. You can kind of tell when you've got the right amount on. See, if I went over that again, it would start lifting paint. Okay, I'm going to do this. And then I think I'm going to do, here's that piece of ledger paper, and my plan is to have all different patterns and colors on here, and then I'm going to fold it up and make it into, what is it, 16-page mini journal. I have to look up and see how to cut it, but you know how you make the zines out of a piece of paper and you end up with a little journal? I'm going to do that with this. So I'm going to put this here, and I'll do the front and back of this. So when you open it up, it'll have color on all the sides. Let's do this here. Well, it's good to see everybody. Try the damn infusions. I will, Eileen. Just a minute. Just a minute. I got caught up in the Poscas. You know me and Poscas. Okay. After I do this one, I will do the infusions, and then that'll probably be it, because I'm getting kind of tired. Because I stand when I stream. So, all right. All right, let's see. Hopefully the Posca came up. Yeah, I'm glad I'm back too, Janet. I was something I've had, and I just hadn't had a bad flare like that in years. I mean, 20 years or something. Because I've had surgery, and that's kind of taken care of everything, so it kind of just threw me. But I kind of forgot when that happens how long it can take. But yeah, no, I'm glad I'm back, and I feel much better. And if I go another 20 years without having another flare, that's fine. I can live with that. Okay. No, I won't, Lori. Okay, good. Yeah, where's Diane? Get your husband. Tell him to read this right now. Okay. All right. Come on. Whoa. Yep, it's coming up. All right. Cool. Poscas came up. I like that. I'm gonna have to play more with these. Thank you, Brooke. This is cool. I want to play around more and see what I can do with this. Oh, there's that little thing where I tried to trace the... I like it. I like it. All right. Oh. Here we go with that. Oh, I like this. And look at, I love this. Because see how you can see the writing through the color shifts? That is cool. That is really, really cool. Okay, this is going to be fun. I am going to love Gelli printing on these ledger pages. That is going to be fun. So I will do, so I'll have different ones. See, like I like this page because you've got writing up here. This is blank. And then this has all this really pretty writing on it here. So yeah, this, I love how you can see the writing through the paint. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Okay, where's Colleen say? Oh, thanks, Colleen. Hey, Colleen, I told everybody you won the contest for Joggles. They need to put a post up that says Joggles wins Joggles. Oh, here, now this, and I like the writing. And like when I do my writing, it's scribble scrabble, so I don't care if you can't see it. But that is fun. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do? We're going to do infusions. Okay, let me think. Oh, Colleen, it was awesome. I love that journal. Now you've given me incentive to finish mine. I actually have half of it. It's put together, and one side of it's painted. So maybe now I have incentive to finish it. Now that, all right. Infusions. Okay, let me think. When I do my magicals, I put on a thin layer of like more heavy duty paint or heavy body paint. Okay, let me get some thicker paint. I'm going to put on a layer of white and then sprinkle the infusion. I'll do a couple different ones. Now, I like the infusions. They're similar to Magicals and the Color Burst, but they have a walnut stain in them. So they get that really pretty warm, walnutty glow or whatever to them, which is fun. And are the infusions, I haven't used them a whole lot. Are the infusions permanent? Oh my God, this green. CB, bye CB, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, hey, I hope it, DM me later, CB, let me know how your husband's doing and everything. They are not permanent. All right. Okay, so I put a coat of, I can't remember why I use a heavy body paint for this, but I know I have with the Magicals, so we'll just go with that. Okay, so I'm putting All right. God, I'm gonna have green on everything forever. All right, so I don't have the little holes punched in mine yet, so I'm just gonna use little brushes to kind of fleck it out. Yeah. All right, so this is Violetta, kind of a purplish color. Okay, I know you're not supposed to use purple and yellow together, but I kind of like them together. I won't mix them so they make mud, but I do. Let me get a fresh paintbrush so I don't mix up the. I'm gonna put a little bit of the yellow over here. There. And then I think some magenta. Hi, Alyssa. All right. And use a different paintbrush when you're dipping into here because you don't want to mix up the colors. All right, I put magenta over here. All right. Let's see what happens. All right. Ooh. Pretty. I like that purple. All right, now you can leave the little flecks, or you can, I kind of do that sometimes to mix it up a little bit. All right. Oh, I should have done the yellow first. Oh well. All right, now let's do the magenta. All right, so it's not too. All right. Now, what I want to do, oh, here's this board I was talking about. I haven't used this in a while. I want to put this down. Press this on here. Oh, Elisa. Oh, okay. Hi, Elisa. Okay. I know some are Alyssa and but you're Elisa. Okay, I'll try and remember that. Is any brown walnut showing it? No, it's not yet. All right, so I moved it. So it's a little scribbly or a little smushy, but that's okay. Let's see if I can get any of this on. A little bit came up on here, not too much. Okay. All right, let me get my good paper. All right, I'm gonna use this on the back. Just clean it up here. Hey there. I can't read your name, but hi. Person who's in front of Elisa. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do too, the next one, I'm going to put the infusions on the plate, spritz it with a little bit of water, and do a pull, and then put more on the plate, spritz it with water, and put paint on. So we'll do them all different ways. Okay, now I like yelling. I love yellers. I can see what they're saying. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Yeah, type in your name. And I think I've seen you on streams before. I just can't remember what your name is. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. Okay, those are the crusty bits. So it does have a kind of warm glow to it, but not, I mean, you can't really see the walnut stain. All right, let's do this. You know, I have to say, I really like how this paper pulls. This is just nice paper. I wonder if this has like a lot of cotton in it because it's old. Did paper used to have more cotton in it way back when? That's really pretty. Okay. All right, so let's do, what's this? Emerald Isle. Yeah, I like the grid pattern too. I forgot, I haven't used that in years. I need to use this more, and it's cool with layered with different stencils. All right, let's do some green. All right. Jack. I think I'll go for about 15 minutes, and then I'll probably head upstairs and have some lunch. And then don't forget, Lena is coming on at 1 o'clock. She has been doing a ton of fun stuff lately. I have watched some of her videos, and I can't believe the stuff she's been doing with her left hand. It's awesome. I wish I was half as good with my right. All right, let's spritz this with water and see what happens. Ledger paper always used more cotton and tended to last for more than 50 years. Okay, that's good to know, Janet. So this has lasted, I mean, this is from, what did I say, 1944? This is in excellent condition. I mean, this is thick. It's not crispy. I mean, this is really good paper. In fact, she's getting more journals. She had one from 1891 that was the cover was in perfect condition. The pages were all still bound in there. That journal sold for $300. I mean, now if I bought that journal, there's no way I could go in and do art on it. It was beautiful. This, I got a really good price on it because the cover had damage. It was burnt. All the papers were out because it looked like they had been microfiched. So it went for nothing. So, and this way, since the papers were all out, I have no problem pulling the papers out. And then if I want to, I'm not sure if I want to. I'm going to do with it. Not sure what I'm going to do. But I'm amazed at how nice this paper is. Okay, Janet said I did forms and records management for a living, so I know that you know a lot about paper and stuff. Yeah, right. I'm just amazed how nice this paper is. All right. Okay, so I did get this a while back. Let's see. Let's spray that. I haven't used this a whole lot. I like this sprayer. It's really light. Okay. Let's all right. Let's see what happens. All right. All right, let's kind of keep the green on this side. Magenta over here. Okay, Brooke, are you going to jelly print? Did you get your jelly plate out? Okay. All right, this I'm just going to pull without putting paint on it. All right. All right, this is the newsprint, so this is going to soak up pretty quick. And then let's do this on top here. And then let's just dab this. Hey, Flo. Oh, thanks. All right. All right, so that really sucks into the newsprint. This has paint on top. That's not too bad. And then let's see how this. Okay, so this gives like a more wet, puddly look when you don't have the paint. This is just, and it does, see how, I can't explain it, that walnut glaze just gives it kind of that warm feeling, and you can see in here how it just has a little bit of that weathered, like vintagey look to it. It just kind of warms up the colors. See, I like this. I like how that looks. I do like how that looks. Okay, so this is just the infusions spritzed with this light sprayer, just like a mist of water. And this is what you get on the 110 cardstock. See, now this I think would be fun to cut up either into Rolodex or index cards. Like, see, let me do that. Let me do a, see, this is what I like because, I don't really want to put my, there. Don't put your tools on top of your jelly plate normally. All right, here, I want to do, all right, that's 3 by 5. Okay. All right, so here's what I'll do with these. Here's an iCAD. Here's a background for an iCAD. 3 by 5 card, all ready to go. And then this, perfect for, I'll use this in my Rolodex. And we were looking, Kelly and Eileen and I were looking for this punch yesterday. And scrapbook.com is going to will notify you when these come in. And from what I saw on another Etsy shop, there's another woman who said she will be getting more in July, that they're making more of these. I guess there's a demand. Hey, Lynn. So just keep an eye out. If you're looking for a Rolodex punch or memory dex punch, check on scrapbook.com. I think they're going to be making more and they're coming out again. So here I've got a little Rolodex card. And what I like to do, I've got my little corner rounder, because my thing is anything can be turned into art if you round the corners. So I just round the corners. And I've got an iCAD card to start with. And I'll pop this in my Rolodex and maybe use it, write notes on it, keep it. So yeah, but I like how, use your jelly plates and cut them down. They're good to cut down into ATCs too. Okay, I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to put the infusions on the plate and then put paint over it. Oh, let's see what, anything come up? No, there's nothing under there. Okay, but normally don't put your tools on your jelly plate. It's not a good idea. All right, let's use, Let's do orange. Oh, Lena showed you how to open the corner puncher. I think this one, I know it took me a while the first time, but it gets filled up. You do have to empty it periodically. And then make sure it's open to use it. So, okay. See this one too. I'm going to cut this one. Okay. Let me get sidetracked. All right, here we go. Let's do orange. Oh yeah, the flaps. You have to, I know, I did the same thing. I'm like, well, why isn't it working? You have to have the flaps to hold the paper in the right place. I'm glad I'm not the only one who did that. Okay, so this time I'm going to put out some of the paint first, or the infusions first. Okay, that's the orange. What looks good? Orange and magenta. Orange, magenta, and yellow. And I'm just going to keep getting new paintbrushes because I didn't keep track of the colors I was using. Orange, magenta, and then I'll do some yellow. Didn't I tell you cut the damn thing off? Yeah, I know. No, Lena would not say that. That's what Eileen would say. Cut the damn thing off. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take and again, I think I found that using the heavy body paint works better with these because it sinks in there. You know what? I am going to spray the magenta since it's clumped together. And the yellow, just to see, and then we'll keep the orange, won't get sprayed, just to see the difference. All right. All righty, so here we go. We'll start with the orange. Ooh, now I like this. It's more intense when you put the stuff down on the plate and then the paint on top. I think you see the more variation in the color and stuff. I like that. Oh yeah, and all the hairs are good for extra texture. All right. Oh my God, why is it you can have like all this room and it's never enough? Okay, now here's the magenta. Oh, let me get some more paint. I used up all my paint. All right, here's the magenta. Okay, so when you put the water on it, it just makes it more runny. But it's cool. I think I like it without the water, but we'll see. It just gives it, although this is cool. All right. Look at where I cleaned off my brayer even. All right, and then now for the yellow, let's see. Okay, so this yellow, once it's wet, really has, you can see the walnut ink in here. See that walnut ink? That's kind of pretty. I like that. I like this mixed with the, all right, so let's kind of roll that together. Kind of blend this in. Okay, I like that. Now, what can I get? Hold on, I'm looking for something to press into here. Okay. Okay, here's how far behind I am. I ordered stencils from the last iStencil sale that I haven't even used yet. I think this is one of Joan's, which I'm just going to press down lightly. And I think this is one of Joan's too. I just want a light okay. All right, and I am going to use that on my piece. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to put this here. Laura, great. Laura's still there. Have you not left yet, Laura? I'm going to be done at noon, so I'm going to be done in about a minute. Where's Eileen? What did Eileen do? B. No worries, 7. What did Eileen do? Okay. I don't get things within. All right, now I need to. Oh, here it is. How can you lose an 18 by 13 ledger page? All right, I don't. Okay, this is gonna go here because if I don't want to put it. All right, let's see. Yay, Eileen. Okay, you get mod of the day, Eileen. You get a gold star today. Okay. All right, let's do this. Yay, we have the best mods. They keep our streams fun. Keep the trolls away. Uh-oh, that was Lori's brother. She would. She would, Devin. She'd have no problem with that. Okay, let's get this here. Okay, so I think I am going to do iCAD card of the day. I think I'm going to do the size that fits into that antique ledger thingy that I have. And then I also have some antique index cards that might be the right size for that. And they already have printing on it. Okay. All right, so let's pull this back. Ooh, that's pretty. And see how you can faintly see the stencil that I pressed in there? So this is the infusions. The orange is just infusions with heavy body white paint. And then the purple, and this was yellow, but it mixed, is the infusions spritzed with water with the heavy body white paint over it. Okay. All right, now let's see how this turns out. I am loving this paper. If I can get another ledger at a decent price, like if I can find a damaged ledger, I'm going to order another one because I cannot believe how nice this paper is. And the nice thing about the book I've got 100 blank sheets of this. All right. This is the magenta and the yellow spritzed with water and then heavy bodied white paint over it. And then I took a stencil and just pushed it, went over lightly with a brayer to get it into the paint. And I think adding adding, hey Malia, we're just finishing up, but just go back and watch, it was fun. Go back and watch the recording. I think adding the water into the infusion brings out the walnut stain. This is really pretty. Look at this in here, where the two colors blend, and then you've got the stencil in there. I know, I am loving this ledger paper. I can't believe how nice it is. And thank you, Jay. It's nice to have somebody around who knows papers and stuff like that, because it's just good to know. Because I could tell there was a difference, but I didn't. I had no idea why. But the pulls I'm getting off of these, I even like better than, I mean, this is, and I like these, don't get me wrong, this is the Good Staples 110 cardstock. But there is just something about this paper that's got Janet said there's cotton in the old ledger paper. It just makes really pretty pulls. So you're going to see this a lot. Okay, that was true. The Magicals had to activate with water, but was all good. Yeah, it's just like different looks, you know, depending on what you do. But because this was, I think this was the infusions on top of the paint, and that was another different look. So just depending, just play with them and see what you like. Yeah, well, that lasted long. Hate to be a buzzkill. What, Brooke? Go ahead. All right. So yeah, we're gonna be playing with Carol. They're going to be a fun squasher. What's going on? We're gonna be playing with these a lot more. Oh God, I thought you were gonna I thought something happened. Not all ledger paper works well. Right. Because let me show you, because I'm sure, like, I thought like something happened on the news or something. You Google. This is from, now I have another ledger. Okay, so like, let me check out the other ledgers here. Okay. So I have these. Okay, so this is the one that was from 1921. Now this one, I would be very careful with this if I even use this as an art journal page, because now this one is really thin and it's really delicate. So yeah, so this, you're not going to slap on a bunch of paint, throw it down, and expect to get a good print. This paper, if I put on the Gelli plate, would probably fall apart. So you do, I mean, so yeah, that's a good point, Brooke. When you get a ledger, it's not, I mean, they're all different. They're all different, you know. This one, see, again, this one seems to be pretty delicate. Yeah, I'd say the older it gets, like this is from 1890s, 1898, 1890. Yeah, this one is thin. Now this one though, I might use to art journal in, but I would put like clear gesso or something over it to kind of reinforce the page. I might stamp in it, but I would definitely put something down on the paper first before I did something. This one is the most likely one that I might use as an art journal. So but I'm not sure. And then this little one, I think Colleen has this little one too. Where's the little one? Oops. There's another little one, and I think she put clear gesso on hers and glued some stuff in it. But yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Brooke. Yeah, I don't want somebody running out and getting a ledger and then all of a sudden their paper falls apart. You kind of have to ask the seller like how sturdy the pages are and tell her what you're going to use it for. And like some of them, like I think they're neat. I think they're cool to collect. If I can't use it for art, it's just like a cool thing to look through. And I don't know, everybody's got their things they like to collect. So, but yeah, and it's just something, I mean, I've always liked papers and stuff like that. And then recently I just kind of happened upon these ledgers and I enjoy them. I think they're cool. And, but yeah, that is a good point. Make sure if you want to use it to art on, ask the seller what the paper, if the paper's, sturdy enough to use or if it's just for collecting. So how Gelli printable is your ledger? Okay, so Nana, in fact, the next time I stream, okay, here's how big and heavy this ledger is with all these papers. Right now, because I haven't been doing anything for a month, I can't carry it down. I have to get my son to carry it down for me. I will show you the actual book the next time I stream. This one is from 1944. The paper is really thick. I think it has a lot of cotton. This I've been Gelli printing on. So this I can do art journaling on. This one is from 1921. The paper's very fragile and worn. So I don't think I'll be able to art journal on this. Maybe if I put some clear glass gesso over it, but this is just more of like a collector piece, or maybe I might put some pictures in or tuck things in the pages. This one is from 1890. Some of the pages are delicate, but it seems sturdy to me by where the signatures are bound. So I might do some art journaling in this with some kind of gesso over it, like clear gesso, but I'm not going to rip pages out of it to Gelli print with. Because I'm in search of like one ledger that I can use for art journaling that's all together. That has like some writing, some blank pages. See, now this one's completely full. So that's why I don't know if I'll art journal in this. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's just something I've been collecting and just something different to do art on. And so anyway, thanks for watching. If I missed your questions in chat, I'm sorry. It's just being here by myself without my buddy. It's kind of hard to keep up with chat. And it's good to be back. It's fun to be arting again. I'm fine. I've missed everybody. Go to Lena's. She's on at 1 o'clock. I don't know what Lena's doing today, but whatever Lena does is always, I don't even know, exceptional. It's always interesting and different and fun. And Lena's just fun to listen to. So go check out Lena. Everybody have fun arting. Hope you got some inspiration. Thanks for coming. And I will see you hopefully next week. And I'll see you around. I've been lurking at a lot of streams, so been trying to keep up with what's going on, but hopefully I'll be posting some more art and getting stuff done. So I've got a few projects going. Hey, Colleen, yes? Oh, bye, Kathy. Oh, okay, typo. I know. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Oh, thanks, Lori. I'll say hi to Jack. I think Jack needs a puppuccino, so I think I'll take him out for a puppuccino and go get some fresh air. And yeah, if you could put Lena's link up there, that would be great. I'll stay on until that goes. Bye, Teresa. Joan, bye. Thanks everybody for coming. I'm just gonna hang here till Lena's link goes up. See you next week. Thanks, Helen. Thanks, Helen. Glad you're feeling better too. Okay, guys. See you at Lena's. Bye-bye.